You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things that you love doing, and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. Hi guys, my name is Tiffany Polk. I'm so very excited to introduce to you something very special to me. It took me some time to get to this point, and now I'm finally here. So welcome to Tiffany's Children's Avenue. TCA is a family-oriented business that offers services from ages 6 weeks to 5 years of age. My mission is to enrich and extend growth, education, talent, creativity, and excellence. I'm aiming to become one of the best childcare providers there is, providing a safe and secure environment for all ages here at TCA. I will be focusing on each individual child's social, emotional, physical, and cognitive development. I will be teaching your child the value of a proper education. My goal here is to encourage that all children are developing properly and at their own pace. When you think of TCA, don't just think of babysitting services or childcare services. I really want you guys to understand that this is a childcare developmental facility, and our number one goal here at TCA is to focus on your child's development. After years of going back and forth with when or how I was going to get started was very frustrating at times because all the other things I had on my plate that needed my attention. Being a mom, a full-time student, along with all the other million things that I was facing made it very challenging for me to see my vision clearly. I found myself always putting my goals on hold or finding and making excuses for why something I had a passion for was always being put on pause. I used to blame the fact that I was a single mother and dealing with a child who faces sickle cell disease was the reason why I couldn't get things done. One day I said to myself, like, Tiffany, it's time to step it up and start handling your business. So what I called my weakness at the time, I turned it into my strength. Now, don't get me wrong. Being a mother is very challenging. I'm the first to say that it's been a crazy ride, but a great one in disguise. My son is actually one of my most biggest blessings. Becoming a mother taught me patience. It taught me some days, you'll mess up because nobody's perfect. It taught me to live in a moment, and it also tapped into a lot of my strengths. Now, it took a lot of self-evaluation, a lot of highs, a lot of lows to find myself in my place in this world. It took courage. It took confidence to learn how to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. And by doing that, it made me go harder for what I wanted, and at the same time teaching me to be my authentic self. And that's very important, to learn how to be your authentic self. Learning to be my authentic self made the level up in all aspects of my life, not only greater, but welcome a lot of positivity and great blessings into my life. I had a passion for something and also a purpose, and I tapped into them. The growth within me made it possible, and once I secured who Tiffany was, the long journey of creating TCA came about, and now I was ready to get started. Oh my gosh. Getting started was honestly, I didn't even have an idea as to where to begin first. But after researching and using all the resources that are out there for us, put me in the right place. I figured out what route I wanted to take, starting up my own daycare. And now that I had the tools to get started, all the hard work began. It was a lot of time with the cleaning, the moving, the painting, the building, the organizing. Getting all things in order was definitely a long process. I felt like there was always more to do, which there was. And I used to say all the time, I wish I could just snap my fingers and just open up and everything would be done. But one thing I didn't want to do was rush this process and for something to be missed and cause me more problems later on. I wanted everything to be just right. My father had created an outline for me and my siblings that was also a great guide to help keep me going in the right direction. The outline was basically a guide from start to finish that basically organizes all the important things that are needed to get done and that will lead you to financial freedom. When you hear the word success, most people think of things like popularity, profit, wealth, riches, Hollywood, things of that nature. When I define success, I view it as an accomplishment of something you was aiming for, or simply finding something that you're passionate about and you're actually doing it. If you can find something that you love doing and it makes you happy, to me, that's a form of success. Obtaining happiness, peace, joy, security, that's another form of happiness because people can achieve that. Success is something that is determined by you, not anyone else. I'm successful and I'm determined to continue on that way because giving up is not an option for me. There's only one way, and that's to keep moving forward and growing my business.